Welcome to Unwind and Restore. This is our Tuesday night unwind class that sometimes goes in different directions, sometimes a little more active or stretchy, but this one is definitely going to go towards a restorative direction. So what I have planned is for us to venture into 4 different restorative poses with some gentle movement in between them all. And so what you'll need to do to prepare is you're going to need either a straight back chair or a bench pulled up into your space, and some blankets, bolsters if you have them, weighted blankets, or a bag of rice or beans, crazy enough, for a little bit of weightedness to help settle us down into some deeper relaxation is handy. And eye pillow, if you have one, would be great too. So go ahead and get yourself and your props set up, and I'm going to scoot back here. And the place I'm going to start is sitting right on top of a couple of blankets, folded, so that the hips are a little bit higher up off the floor. And when we do this, we can go into a cross-legged position more comfortably for our back. And you can even have those hips up on top of a bolster or a thicker sofa cushion. So really listen to your hips and your back, and you want to find a cross-legged position that's comfortable to you. If you have a knee that doesn't want to go into a crossed leg position, find to send that leg off and out to the side or to the front. Okay, you don't have to cross both legs for sure. You can also have 2 legs stretched out if you'd like. All right. So if you're using the seat of a chair, just have the back of the chair facing you so that the seat is nice and open. We're going to be bending forward and using that seat of the chair for support as we go. But just settling in here, we're going to rock a little bit side to side and kind of go into this gradually. Let ourselves slow down. Give ourselves permission to let go of everything that's happened so far today. All the good and the bad and the ugly, just let it stay put. And let's focus on really taking care of ourselves for this time that we have together. So a little sway side to side. As you rock from one hip to the other hip, use this little bit of shifting motion to relax your lower back. Start slowing down your breath. And then let your rib cage have a little movement with that cycle of breath. So when you take a deep breath in, let your rib cage expand and open. And with the exhale, let it coast back together. So exploring just breathing deeper, breathing more fully will send you into that relaxation side of your nervous system, where we want to go and where we want to spend as much time as possible. A few more little rocks side to side, easy shoulders, easy neck. Good. At this point, if you have a Ravi, a weighted blanket, or a little sandbag, if you have a bag, a 10-pound bag of rice, you can just slide it right into your lap area or over one thigh or the other, wherever, just to give you a little more grounded and weightedness as we settle in. And then reaching your arms up onto the seat of that chair, we're going to use that chair to support us as we fold forward. And you may need to readjust the placement of that chair. If you fold forward and it feels like it's too far away from you, just push yourself back up readjust that seat to where it's in a nice position to take the weight of your upper body. So that we're not having to hold anything up, but we really can just sink over. Use the seat of that chair. And then take your time settling in here. No hurry, make any adjustments that you need to. You can relax your forehead down on your arms, or you can turn your head to one side or the other. Really starting to relax the whole body here. Paying attention to those full breaths in and out. Playing with extending the inhale a little bit more open. And then slowly exhaling, take your time. Maybe a little pause at the end. And then again. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Easy shoulders and arms. Easy lower back. Make sure you're really using that seat to support you. Two more deep breaths here. And then with your next inhale, gently start to roll your way up. You can press through the palms, you can lean to one side and ease your way up really softly, keeping everything relaxed and easy. We're going to take a moment right back here in this starting position and shift the weight a little bit side to side again. Shoulders relaxed, neck is easy. And some deep, long breaths. And maybe a little roll back in the pelvis, so rolling behind the sit bones and then easing your way forward. more time, rolling and easing your way back. And coming up to center. Nice. All right, we're gonna transition to that second restorative pose. We're gonna go for reclining on our backs with our lower legs resting in the seat of that chair. So if the back of your chair is facing you, go ahead and swivel that chair around so that the back of the chair is on one side or the other. And that will give you more freedom to float your feet across the seat of the chair. And then I'm gonna lift my hips up and off of the blankets that they've been on. Move them off to the side. And if you like a blanket behind the back of your head where your head's gonna land, place that where your head's gonna go. So sending both legs off to one side of the seat of the chair. As I'm going, and my lower legs are on top of the seat, I'm gonna be placing some weight on the lower legs first. So don't worry, if this is too complicated to do on your own, not a big deal, but I have a little sandbag going at the ankles and the lower legs. Using the palms of my hands to ease my way down. Take your time going. And reclining onto your back. And then this weighted blanket is going to come back over on top of the belly. Relaxing arms down by your sides. So the beauty of having some weight on top of you is that it's really calming and soothing, feeling right away, but it also triggers in our nervous system that parasympathetic side of relaxation, of calming everything down, affecting all the systems of your body. So notice how this new position feels at your back and your hips. Your lower legs supported in the seat of the chair. The large muscles of your thighs relaxing, lengthening down towards your hips. Returning to noticing that breath and bringing a little more length. Nice deep inhale. And a long exhale. Inhale, opening the ribs. And exhale, relaxing the shoulders down into the floor. Breathe in deeply. You may be able to sense the belly rising up into the weight of that blanket, especially if you have one. And then sinking down, emptying out. Exhale, relax. Two more deep breaths here. Open up. And then slowly empty out the lungs. Maybe a little pause at the end. Again, full breath in. Long breath out. Gently start to move the toes and the ankles a little bit, nice and soft. Notice the lower legs resting in the seat of the chair. Moving the fingers and the wrists a little bit. Gently dragging off any weight that you have on top of the body. And on top of the lower legs. And then drawing one knee at a time towards the chest. We're just going to hug the knees gently in. Lengthen out the lower back. Maybe rock a little side to side. Notice how everything feels. Keep the arms and shoulders easy. Deep breaths continue. And then eventually making your way over to one side. Let's stay on your side for a couple of breaths here. So sink into that side. Feel the floor. Let the floor support you. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Breathe in. And out. Continue to roll forward. Find a palm towards that floor. Ease your weight up onto the elbow and the palm. And then two palms. And crawl your way up to sitting. Good. At this point, we can move or scoot that chair out of your space, making a little more room for yourself. And we're going to go towards number 3 pose. All right, so we're going towards a supported bridge pose. Lots of options here. I'm using 2 bolsters, and they're going to be long ways. So one bolster is going to support your legs. And then the second bolster is going to be pulled end to end and support your hips and your back, all the way up towards the middle of your back. And then at the top end of this second bolster, or sofa cushions. So thick sofa cushions work really well, just lined up like a long bed for you. And then taking a blanket, we're gonna roll a blanket to give you some cushion underneath the shoulder blades. And your body's gonna be on a little decline. Your head's gonna rest on the floor or on a blanket at the top. And there's just a slow descent from your shoulder blades down, down, down to your head. Okay, so play with this and make sure it's gradual and comfortable for you. Placing your hips up on this little bridge. And then here's where you can pull your weight back on top. So I'm going with a sandbag over the lower legs. And then a weighted blank over the top of the body. Play around here and maybe spend some time just shifting a little bit side to side. It's a nice lengthening for the spine. And then reclining back. So that your head is going to be the lowest part. Arms relaxed out to the sides or over the ribs if that's more comfortable. If for any reason this feels like too big of a drop for the head, just add another blanket underneath the back of the head and make it a little bit higher so that there's only a little bit of a drop. And then take your time listening to the whole body in this new position. Maybe working your way at the bottom of your body. So listening to the feet and the ankles. Noticing how they feel. Noticing the lower legs. Any weight that might be on top. Let that weightedness encourage you to drop down and let go. Notice your knees. Your thighs. Relax your hips down. Notice the movement at your chest and your ribs as you return to those deep, long breaths. Of the shoulders sink into the floor. attention towards each inhale and each exhale. Couple more rounds of breath here. Deep breath in. Long breath out. And in. And out. Gently start to move your toes and your ankles. Very soft and easy. And your fingers, your wrists. Nothing hurried, nothing sharp, everything easy. Gently dragging off any weight that you have over your body and over your lower legs. And then easing your knees into a bent position. Let's do a little bit of a pelvic tilt here. So rolling the pelvis back any amount, and then relaxing. And rolling back, and release. And roll. Exhale. One more roll back. And release. Walking one foot at a time off our little bridge. Take your time, gently floating off and over to one side. Let's stay on one side again for a couple of cycles of breath. So really sink down onto that side. Feel the floor underneath you. Deep breath in. Long breath out. And again, breathe in. And out. Keep rolling forward. Bring your head forward over the palms and gently press your way back up to sitting. Nice and easy. Keep everything soft. Good. And we're going to clear off the blanket that was under your shoulder blades. Roll away the bolster that was underneath your upper body. And we're going to turn and just swivel this lower bolster that's going to be underneath your knees for Shavasana. Placing the legs over that bolster or sofa cushion or blankets. And then repositioning a sandbag or a weight over your ankles and feet if you like. Take your time reclining back. feel like a weight over the top of the body, you can slide that right back in place. Make any adjustments here. You really want to make sure your hips are easy, your lower back is comfortable. Letting your heels make contact with the ground, or a blanket under the heels if your feet want to be a little bit higher up. And relax your arms comfortably by your sides, maybe a little bit away from the body. Palms up is always nice for me. It's kind of a on purpose, letting go kind of feeling. But listen to your body. See what the details are for you that make you the most at ease and help you to relax deeply. Noticing the feel of this final position on all your parts. Notice the heels sinking into the floor or the blanket. Notice the backs of the legs supported by the bolster or cushion. Notice the back of the hips. Let the hips drop down and let go. Nice deep breath in. Long breath out. Breathe in. And relax the shoulders on the exhale. Breathe in. Relax the arms, the hands, and the fingers. Breathe in. Relax the skin and the muscles of the face. Follow that back and forth flow of your breath. Nothing hurried. inhale is new. Every exhale is new. Stay here as long as you like, as long as you can. Enjoy. There's never a hurry to come out. So continue to take this time to take care of yourself, to nurture yourself, to restore yourself. It's always a good time to take. See you next time. Peace.